hope I do everything right because it's been 2 weeks. So well, three. Has it been?
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
three. So, and as soon as I get ready to go, I got a litany of text messages from Ralph and Butthole from Canada.
Ralph.
Oh, Ralph asked me, "Are we? Yeah, we are live.
We're live?
Yeah, we are live."
Oh, I haven't got a notification.
Oh, you can fuck right off, Beetlejuice. He said I'd be the token retard as a guest on your show. No, there's only room enough for one retard, and I've taken that spot. Cass can verify.
He didn't wait long, did he?
No. So, friend of the show.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to you too. Before we start, I gotta set the tone for this episode.
No, you better be careful how you set that tone.
I'm going in hot because friend of the show, longtime follower, first time listener, Rocco wanted me to tell you, go see X.
So see, Rocco, being that you're a true Okie, and a native, and a true Cowboy fan, the Cowboys that messed up the natives, I don't understand why you're so mad at my Niners. On your birthday, happy birthday, by the way, I hope you slip and fall on a bunch of sardines and think of the Seahawks.
No, seriously.
Never done anything.
What do you really think? I'm just passing.
Rocco,
I'm the messenger.
Rocco, when you put the candle in the Twinkie tonight, you blow it out and wish for another Super Bowl. Y'all got one recently before the 49ers. But remember that yellow dye number 9 is not going to help you with it. I thought about this all night long, and I'm not cussing. I wanted to cuss. I wanted to say a lot of things, but your love for the Cowgirls is not unwarranted. They haven't been to the playoff, won a playoff game in 20 years, 25 years or something like that. I'm not for sure about that. But they're home playing golf right now, and you jumped on the bandwagon of the Seahawks. They're a good team this year. But that redhead that's a quarterback, remember he was on a good team last year and took him into the playoffs and choked in the playoffs. So let's just see how he does. My quarterback has played in the Super Bowl recently.
I set the tone, guys. That's all I did. I just set the tone.
Rocco, this is for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
but I do have to apologize. I guess I jinxed those OU Sooners a couple weeks ago. But with my ultimate plan to be no SEC teams in there so ESPN can go sit on a big fat green donkey ding-a-ling came true. Ole Miss got beat last night, so there's no SEC teams left in the playoffs. We'll play for national title. So ESPN, you can suck a dick. Now back to scheduled program.
Okay, scheduled program.
Thank you, Rocco.
I'm gonna start the audio part. Oh, damn it!
Something started. I heard something. Good.
I misspelled it.
Now recording.
And welcome to this show, which we call Your Thong, Right or Wrong for What Occasion. I'm your host, Mac.
Always right for every occasion. Don't get that twisted. Granny panties are not necessary. We take thongs only. I'm Kaz. How are y'all? Welcome back. I got beer all over my screen.
He was spitting angry. You guys should tune into the YouTube to catch it. One of our followers had a message to give Kaz. We're not going to repeat it here on the audio because suck it. Go to YouTube. I got a bottle of wine. It's going to be a good show. It's been 2 weeks.
You're actually drinking?
I am actually drinking. I found an unopened bottle of wine in my fridge from who knows when. So I cracked it.
Oh, nice.
So
I'm having a Mike's Hard Lemonade. It really doesn't count as much, but I'm having one.
Those are good though.
I love them.
As far as alcoholic beverages, those and the hard iced tea. Oh, we are all over the place, Sooner Girl.
The twisted tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had one of those because I'm not a big tea fan unless it's Long Island.
No, those are scary. They're scary
Long
good.
Island's go good.
All right, so let's start at the beginning. How you been, man?
I've been good. I'm glad the holidays are over.
Dude, me too. Me too. Back on schedule. And I got surprise time off at work, so I ended up with like almost 2 solid weeks of work off.
Yeah, work off is not the word I was thinking.
No. well, it's all because of Mushmouth not understanding how to do work and then just being a complete and toxic Is it a human being? I don't think it's a human being, but we'll go with human being.
What's funny is, out of all the nicknames for all our friends, and this one's not a friend.
Not at all.
It is the best nickname that we have.
Because if this person were to answer the phone, you immediately think, English, do you speak it?
Bill Cosby. Abba, wada, bubba, dubba. That's what you think of. And this is this person. And on top of the fact...
and hateful? Oh my God. Hateful.
You would think somebody pissed in her post toasties every day.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Every day.
She's just mad because... Okay, I'm going to stop because I'm about to do some bad things to get us kicked off YouTube. Anyway,
yeah.
Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, besides having to work, you know.
Yeah.
Work schedule sucky.
I was supposed to.
Long time.
I was supposed to, but they were like, no, Mac, you know what? We value you as an employee. You take the next 2 weeks off. I said, yes, boss. I'm good. That is not what happened.
I don't think that's not how it went.
No,
that is not how it went, ladies and gentlemen.
I was waking up in the middle of the night calling Kaz and just cussing. I was so mad. Just because of attitude. There's nothing that pushes my buttons more than just rude people. Like, there's no cause to be rude because I know it might come as a shock to you guys, but I'm actually very easy to get along with in the real world because I don't want to talk to you, so I say very little. But I actually yelled at that person on the phone, which is unusual for me. I watched a lot of stuff. I played quite a few games. Did you get to do any fun stuff on vacation or on the holidays at all, or just work?
I just watched the Christmas movies. I watched Lethal Weapon 1 and 2.
Hell yeah!
Not Lethal Weapon 1 and 2. Die Hard 1 and 2. I'm sorry. I wanted to watch Lethal Weapon 1, but I didn't get to it. Sorry. Lethal Weapon could be considered a Christmas movie.
It is no. There's no could
no,
be. It is a Christmas.
No. It is not like. It is nowhere in the same class as Die Hard because you have to remember, Die Hard. The whole premise is built around Christmas. Lethal Weapon just happens to fall around Christmas.
So that makes it a Christmas movie. It takes place during the holiday.
So Harry Potter, there's 7 or 8 of those movies. It takes place around Christmas every time.
Yeah, but they're British, so like, who cares?
Well,
I lost followers. Bad. I lost so many followers on Twitch because somebody brought up in one of my chats something about the British, and I went on one of my tirades. Humorous, obviously. They didn't take it as funny because the British don't have a good sense of humor. So, well, I mean, Lethal Weapon starts off with that amazing scene of that Christmas tree standing on the balcony at the beginning of the movie. That made me patriotic, made me want to celebrate some holidays.
I thought the first scene of Lethal Weapon was where he was at the Christmas tree farm, where he was.
It's either that scene or the one right after when the young lady decides.
Yes. The hooker took a tumble.
I wish hookers looked like that. I might be broke. They don't look like that around here at all.
The last lot lizard that I saw, no, I will have to. Me and a buddy of mine were actually sitting in a Waffle House across the street from a truck stop eating, and the proper term is she came in to take a hoe bath, and I mean.
You have such good descriptions of stuff. He calls New Year's Eve, and I've never heard this. He calls New Year's Eve rookie night. I almost wrecked when he told that.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that's the last one I saw, and I'm gonna have to agree. She did not look the part to play Lethal Weapon.
Yep, no. I did see Ralph work in the truck stop. I mean, he was in disguise as Rafina, but it wasn't working. He had a limp because his back's kind of thrown out, but he was shaking his moneymaker, man. I hope you did good, Ralph. I really do. I hope you did well. Dude, the world is.
There are some things you don't want to search on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Is that video of Rafina working? It wasn't even a name brand truck stop. It was one of them off-brand.
Yeah, the Pakistani run gas stations. It has the gravel parking lot.
The incense in the inside. You walk through and you got to waft the air because of all the incense.
And they got the fly swatter and they're spraying bug spray all over the soft drinks. That's the one. Yeah. Oh, dude. I love my time off. Let's see. I got caught up on Landman. I'm not completely caught up, but I watched the first season and a half of Landman.
Such a good show.
Binge watched Just Shoot Me, one of the best TV shows to ever be, with David Spade. I don't know the rest of the actors.
Oh yeah, I've seen parts of that.
And you know what led me to that show was Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, because the actor who plays Father Antonio is Elliot in that show. He's also from Galaxy Quest. He was the leader of the aliens in Galaxy Quest. But that's what led me to that show. And dude, that show's genuinely got moments of pure hilarity. Like David Spade's, I think that show encapsulates the 90s better than any other TV show, because it's mean. It's like mean, but it's got heart. I don't know how to describe it. Like they shit on each other like all the time. Just hateful. Like the aging model, she doesn't get away scot-free. They're like, she's like, oh, and I wore that bikini last. Oh yeah, let's see. Calvin Coolidge was president. This takes place in the 90s. Like they just shit all over her.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos was in there.
I don't think she is.
Yes, she is. I'm looking at the cast. My friend Rebecca Romaine is in it.
Must be later seasons. I haven't finished. I think I'm on season 3, but I binged watched it. I'm still watching.
I've seen some clips of David Spade, and I love Enrico Colantoni.
That's the guy. That's the guy from Indiana Jones. Which is this guy right here.
What did he play on Indiana Jones?
No, on the game, Indiana Jones and the Golden Circle.
Okay.
He plays Father Antonio, but they did face capture. When I saw him, I was like, holy crap, that's the dude from Galaxy Quest. And he was leader of the aliens in Galaxy Quest. He was so good. He's one of those actors.
He's also the bad guy in the show with the computer.
Person of Interest?
Yes.
I could see it. But he's one of those actors that you know him, but you don't know him. Like if you see him, you're like, I know that guy. You know, that it niggles at the back of your brain, and you're like, where do I know that guy from? And then you do an IMDb search, and you're like, oh, that's the guy, right? He's one of those actors. Great. George Segal is fantastic in this show. And it's just hateful. They're just mean. And I was explaining to my kid, I was like, this is how it was. Like we were mean to each other constantly. Because my kids are always shocked when I meet my friends. We don't say nice things to each other. We're just hateful.
And David Spade was basically a womanizer in this show.
Yeah. And he's just a scumbag, dirtbag. Yeah. Like their whole premise is he just wants to just screw people over. That's great.
Jeannie McCarthy's in it.
Well, I mean, it ran for, I think, 8 years. I'm not sure.
97 to 2003, so 6.
6, okay. Then I think I'm on season 4. And they got, dude, the crazy thing is a lot of the models that come in have went on to have really lucrative careers in acting. One of the ladies that was in the episode I watched when I was on vacation was the lead lady for the where death is coming to take everybody. They get off the plane. Final Destination.
The blonde that's in Landman?
Yes. She was in one of the episodes as a model. So they have a lot of different kinds of people in it. But I watched that. Landman, and you yelled at me over my breakdown of Landman. So
that wasn't your breakdown. That was your girlfriend's breakdown. Because you corrupted her brain. And like I have said many times before, that you ruin everything.
I mean, she was right.
Well, no, not really, because you got to think about that. In that kind of drama, that's what the protagonist does.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Well,
So,
let me fill in the listeners real quick.
no,
So
don't feel it. You don't ruin it for other people.
it's
Don't ruin
bas-
it for other people. No, he'll ruin it. Go ahead. Tell them what y'all said. What you said.
so who's the guy that wrote it? I said all of his stuff seems to be kind of the same MO because we had just been watching Mayor of Kingston, and then I switched over and subscribed to Paramount Plus to watch Landman, and we're watching it, and
The Taylor Sheridan Show.
Taylor Sheridan, that's who it is. Basically, it was pointed out to me that, hey, this is exactly like the other show. And I started to watch it. I'm like, you know what? You're kind of right. It's like the only thing that's different is the setting. It not exactly. I prefer, honestly, I prefer watching Billy Bob Thornton act than Hawkeye. He's good. That Mayor of Kingston's a good show, but I like Landman better. Except for the fact that they made the oil field gay. That was the only part I had a contention with.
I don't get the gay part.
We're working in the patch. Oh, it's the patch. No,
well,
no one.
They might call it that down there.
That is Texas.
It
Yeah,
does.
they
It
do it
is
while they're
Texas.
smacking each other on the
Yeah.
bottom, going, "Go cowgirls!" Ooh.
There you go, Rocco. But he.
My stomach
But
already hurts.
Yeah, they did not. I mean, I think you could say that with a lot of people doing whatever they can to get by. Harry
No,
Potter.
yeah.
You know, he did whatever he had to do to do what he had to do.
I think that's a bad analogy.
No,
Harry
not
Potter.
really, because Harry Potter. I mean, in one movie, they have to break into a.
Which movie was it
the
where
dog-
he killed the hooker and hid the body in Voldemort's basement? Which one was that? Was that 4?
Number 9. That's
Okay.
the one you have to secretly subscribe to.
Okay.
Yeah, secretly subscribe to. That's on I think it's Sosu or something.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
There's nothing that'll get me not to watch a show when it says available only with ads. I'm like, I didn't really want to watch you anyway, so it's fine.
So you know the gangster in whatchamacallit, with the prison?
Mayor of Kingston?
Mayor of Kingston, you know that guy, the big gangster?
Yes.
You know he's English?
That doesn't surprise me.
He's English. Yeah, I watched the interview. He's interviewing the main cast, like asking them questions, and he's British. But you don't hear a bit of British. His gangster's pretty good. His gangster's gangster. I'll give you that.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
they get great people in those shows. They really do.
And this season's got the lady from Sopranos, the wife, Tony's wife. She's the new prison, the warden. First episode was good.
I will say that Landman grabbed my attention from the get-go. Even if you're not into it or anything, it is compelling television.
It's well written. It's well written. And Demi Moore does not look like Demi Moore. She needs to contact Dolly, and they need to hook up. They need to exchange business cards and help her, because Demi does not look good in this.
It's worth a watch. If you're already, I wouldn't say subscribe to Paramount or Peacock or whatever it is, Paramount.
I think a lot of times on Hulu you can watch maybe the first episode.
Yeah, exactly. You
of
get
some of that stuff you get without having to subscribe yet. You can usually watch the first episode of some of that stuff.
I watched arguably the best series on television in Shogun. This had me captivated from start to finish. I watched the entire thing, from the set pieces to the dialogue to the actors, and the guy that plays the British captain or navigator, Cosmo Jarvis, is hilarious. Like, because the Japanese don't speak English, and he's so it's the Japanese, one English guy, Portuguese priest. So the Portuguese is the only one that speaks English, Portuguese and Japanese. So he's translating for the English guy. The English guy's like, how do I tell him you're an asshole? Like, you just, he's so aggressive. It's one of my favorite shows. I want to rewatch it because I know there's things I missed. This was absolutely one of the best series ever put to film. This is what cinema's like. It's great. It's absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough.
The original was great too. So they really couldn't, if they just followed the pathway of the original, then they shouldn't have messed up. And I watched the first episode and I thought it was great.
I've never seen the original. That's with Chamberlain, right? Richard Chamberlain or something like that.
Yes, I believe so.
I never watched that. It's made in the 80s, I believe. But this one,
maybe
Japanese director, the main, who is it? Hiroyuki Sanada is the director, and he's phenomenal. I love that guy. I'd watch that man eat toast. He's fantastic because everything he's in, like when he was on Bullet Train, he just, your attention is drawn to him. When he was in The Last Samurai, like you were drawn to that guy.
The Last Samurai, wasn't he in the one with Keanu Reeves too?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
The 13
Ronin.
Samurai.
No,
Ronin. Yeah,
13.
Yeah, Ronin. But it's about the 13 Samurai that were Ronin. Yeah.
But then he was in Mortal Kombat. He played Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
He was also in John Wick. He ran the hotel in Japan, the Continental in Japan. Yeah, the guy's great. He's great.
Oh, he's great. Everything I've ever seen him in was great.
So what's funny is there's a Marvel actor in this, Tadanobu Asano. He plays one of Thor's buddies that gets killed. And you see him in this. He's not a friendly superhero in this at all. He's kind of a dirtbag. But this is one of probably the best shows I've seen. I can't give enough credit for it. If you like history, historical like dramas,
Right.
None of this is realistic. Like it's period, but I'm sure there's some accuracy to it. But it's a whirlwind tale, like two cultures meeting for the first time, and it's completely alien. We have the advance of the internet, so we know a lot about this stuff like seppuku and stuff like that. So we kind of understand it. But when you watch this, it's like they add elements to it that you were like, they did that? And then you look it up. Yeah, they did do that. Like if a man dishonored, they'd kill his son too. Him and his son would die.
Oh yeah. And you were expected, if you dishonored the family, to seppuku. You were expected to do that.
Which is crazy,
to bring honor back to your family. Expected to do that.
But this is, if you get a chance, it's I think it's 8 or 9 episodes, maybe 10. I'm not sure. I'm looking here.
And it's on Peacock, right?
It's Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Is it Hulu?
Mm-hmm.
Hulu, okay.
Yeah. It's an FX series. And I think somebody was saying, I heard scuttlebutt that they were going to make a season 2 because it was so good, but I don't know. Because
if they could keep going. I mean, they only did one, because it was a television miniseries,
right?
Like BBC back in the day. So if they can, I need to watch it. I just haven't.
It's saying 2026, 2024 to 26. So I guess they are. Yeah.
I did finally finish Mobland.
Oh, I forgot all about that damn show. I know.
Oh, that last episode was epic.
Yeah.
Epic. And I started a new anime, of course, so now I got like 6 going. God of High School is an amazing anime.
God of High School?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one. The martial arts in this one, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
The God of High School. It's a 2020. I think that's it. It's on Crunchyroll. You can rent it on Prime Video. Okay. All right. So the premise is a tournament takes place to determine the best fighter among all high school students in Korea.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
I didn't know it was that old.
It says 2020. Yeah. I also watched And I couldn't believe it, but once you watch this movie, you understand. It's called Lady Snowblood. It's part of the Criterion collection. It's Japanese. It was Quentin Tarantino's what do you call it? His inspiration for Kill Bill.
Yeah, his inspiration for Kill Bill.
I'm gonna tell you, the blood and guts in this is hilarious. I mean, when she cuts off an arm, it sprays out like from a fire hose. It's so great.
So basically, he did good homage to the.
Absolutely. And some of the fight scenes and stuff where you see it, it's just gory, bloody, blood spurting everywhere. The vengeance part of it's fantastic. It's not a great movie. I would say 1 out of 10, it's a 6, 7. But the fact that it's a 70s movie with some really heavy themes and some darkness in it, it's worth a watch if you get a chance. That's probably it cuts that dude in half with her sword. Oh my God, it's so good. But yeah, I watched that. I got into a lot of foreign films when I was off, because like nothing that has come out in the United States other than Shogun has really piqued my interest. I just like, and it's not that it's bad. It's just like you look. I did watch The Rock's latest movie, The Smashing Machine.
Yeah.
As far as movies go, it's a movie. It's a good movie. I mean, it's fine. Like it was done well and it was done with respect. It's just the subject was just dull. It just I didn't care about it. I had no feelings. The best part of it was Bass Rutten was in it, and I love that guy. That guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't where I rented it. And I'm like, why did I do that? It's a Rock movie. We know how those go.
Yeah.
That one wasn't great. What else did I watch? I think that's it. I think that's the litany of stuff that I watched that I want to talk about. The other stuff I had to put in age verification, so we're not going to talk about that.
So supposedly, I got told there was a new movie on. It's called The Wrecking Crew on Amazon Prime. It's Jason Momoa and Batista.
That's going to be awful.
I don't know. Batista's not a bad actor. Jason Momoa isn't a bad actor either. An actual actor, depending on what it is. Because I've watched quite a few of his movies.
I guess I was soured on him when I saw him in an interview and they had to put crayons in front of him. I was like, oh, this dude's dumb as shit. But you're right. He is a decent actor. He is.
Yeah. The Wrecking Crew. So here, I was told estranged half-brothers Johnny and James reunite after their father's mysterious death as they search for the truth. Buried secrets reveal a conspiracy threatening to tear their family apart.
So this is
Batista's actually not. This is just came out. And it's a comedy.
Okay.
Well, it's not out yet. It comes out the 28th of January, but
okay.
I was told that it looks good, so.
All right. Well, I'll check it out. I mean, this is prior to Dave Bautista becoming a lesbian, so.
No, this would be after.
No, he still looks. Oh, I guess you're right. He does.
He's very thin in this. He's half the size of Jason Momoa. It looks like.
Yeah, it does. Okay. He's wearing leather jackets. That's why you can't tell. You can't see his.
No, but you can see it in his arms that he's not filled that jacket out, because the old Batista, he was ever as wide as Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa's a big man.
Well, all right. So that's something I'll look for when it comes out. I'm not going to the theater to see it.
No, it's coming to Amazon, I do believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I do believe it's going straight to Amazon Prime.
I just hope we get back to making good, fun movies. Because like the movies I've been watching, they're just fun. They're not great cinema. They don't make you think. They're just sit down, popcorn, have fun. Free, because like you don't even want to break it down because that would ruin the idiocy of it, because it's just goofy and fun. And I made my son watch Joe Dirt, by the way.
It's so good.
It's so awful. That movie is awful but great.
It's so good. You're my sister. If y'all,
My my
we're no
space
spoil-
rock. It's a lump of shit.
you gonna go get what did he say? A Big Mac and a Mc, McCry fries or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. You know,
Oh.
Y burger and cry fries.
Kid Rock. That was the role for Kid Rock too. Just a
Yeah,
hillbilly.
it
Yeah.
absolutely was. So yeah, so that's kind of what I did. I played quite a few video games. I play one that pisses me off and I have to turn it off because I died to dogs earlier. Dogs caught me in the woods and ripped me apart, and I was like, "F this game, I'm done." It's
Were you
called
playing
King.
Indiana Jones. Oh, okay.
No, it was no. I beat that one. That is a
Right. But you said you were
perfect.
gonna play it again.
I am playing it again because I missed a lot of side content and puzzles and stuff. So I'm going to get into that. So we're going to talk about that for a second. So Indiana Jones and the Golden Circle. Yeah, I got it on sale. I would not pay. I did not spell Indiana. How did I misspell that? Oh, I forgot the N. Jones. And the dial. Where is it at? What's not on here? So all right. Anyway, I got it on sale on PlayStation Store. I think it was $30. It's a first-person action game that takes place in between the the Raiders of the Lost Ark and the last movie, the Last Crusade. So that's where this game kind of slots in. And it took me for a complete roller coaster ride. It was everything you wanted the last two Indiana Jones movies to be without any of the overhanded political messaging. And there is political messaging in this game. But I think they toned it down enough to where it's palatable. Because like there is the gay lady, there is the girl boss, but at the same time, it's not, in my opinion, it's not overdone. So it's like, okay, it's there. Who cares? Move on, right? It doesn't take the story over. You go from Connecticut, where the museum and the school is that Indy teaches. You go to Rome. You run around the Holy See looking for mysteries and stuff. And they tied in a biblical myth like they did with Raiders of the Lost Ark. They tied in a biblical myth to it, which makes it even cooler. And then you end up at one point in Tibet. You end up in China during the attack of the Japanese on Nanking. You end up in Siam, which I had to look up. I believe is Thailand now. So then you end up in Egypt, and you go tomb diving and stuff, while trying to get away from Nazis. Like if it's a 1 through 10, 1 being horrible, 10 being great, it's a solid 6. It's a solid 6. If you like Indiana Jones, and the beginning of the game is literally a scene for scene recreation of Raiders of the Lost Ark when he's going into the tomb with the giant rock. It's so well done. Like I rewatched Raiders of the Lost Ark just to see it scene. It's like shot for shot. It's so good. They nailed it. And the voice actor who voices Indy, spot on. Dude is great. I think it's Troy Baker. Okay. I'm looking here.
Did I lose you?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to find Indiana Jones. It's a great circle. There we go. I finally pulled this shit up. It takes me a while. Indiana was one of those words I have trouble spelling because I'm not all there. But it was Troy Baker. So good as far as the storytelling goes. And you could skip a lot of the side content with it. It's first person. It does kind of get really old because you really can't use guns because you run out of bullets and the Nazis will swarm you and you die. I died a lot in the last third of the game. And it's just without finding without finding all of the little skill up books to upgrade your stats, it gets really difficult, and they can spot you. Like the cover mechanics not very good. The fighting is pretty one dimensional. The gunplay is pretty one dimensional.
Okay.
So if you're looking for, dude, you're buying the game. It's a vehicle to tell a story. That's all it is. But the puzzles are good. The puzzles are fun. Like I said, 6 or 7, I think, is comfortable. I see here it says IMDb gives it an 8.8. Steam is a 9. IGN is a 9. It took me exactly 23 hours to beat the game. Which, if you're...
But that means you put in the work and you didn't put it down, though. So you didn't have to come back to it. So...
No, and I got the DLC, which cost me, I think, $10. So I'm in the game about $45. Bought the DLC. I'm doing those puzzles now, and those are actually really freaking hard. I was streaming it. Oh, I streamed for like 4 hours with my mic muted, which was probably why people were watching me. So it's a really fun little game. I would wait for it to go on sale. I'd mark it in your whatever system you're playing it on, mark it on your wish list, pick it up when it goes on sale, or if they add it to, like, you know, the free games or whatever. Huh?
I thought you said it was on sale, and that's why you got it.
It was, yeah, it was. But I'm like, so I got it for $35, but it's back up to, I think, $69 now on PlayStation.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so I'm saying, wait for it to go on sale. Don't pay full price. I had a lot of fun with. I still having a lot of fun with this game. So, like I said, the negatives are the fighting and the sneaking, which is like a majority of the game. But the cool thing is they offset it with picking up disguises. So you can dress up like a Nazi guy. You can dress up like a monk or a priest. So that's kind of cool. I got a disguise in Egypt to dress up like a worker, so you can kind of walk by them and they don't bother you. No, it's definitely, if you like Indiana Jones, but you hated the last 2 movies with a passion, you'll love this game. You will absolutely love this game. It is worth picking up.
I still haven't watched that last movie, and I will not.
After Crystal Skull, oh, speaking of that, one of the Hollywood papers, like the trades, actually posted that Kathleen Kennedy is retiring in April. And Dave Filoni and somebody else is going to be taking over. And I just watched a Star Wars Theory video before we went live talking about it. Because, like, is this real? Is it real? I mean, how many times have I sent you videos of she's gone and she's still here?
Yes. So Dave Filoni taking over with his love for Star Wars, I can see, but...
I'll give him a chance, right? I'll give the guy a chance. I have to give him a chance
because, but I'll have to give him a chance because the way they started off, balls to the wall, I will definitely give him a chance.
Well, apparently, and I don't know if this is true. I'm going to look this up. Ryan Gosling's supposed to star in Star Wars Starfighter.
Yeah, it's the
upcoming film by Sean Levy.
Fighter.
Let's see, IMDb. It's supposed to be 2027. It's got Mia Goth, Ryan Gosling, Matt Smith. That dude just looks like he come from a different planet. He's British, so I have to turn on subtitles when he talks. It's got Amy Adams. She's adorable.
Yeah. Now, what's it called again?
It's called Star Wars Starfighter. In a rebuilding galaxy, a solitary pilot becomes entangled in a crucial mission as new threats emerge. Their journey may alter the future of the Force itself. I will probably not watch this in theaters. I probably will never give Disney money. I'll wait till it comes out on Amazon or something.
You know who Matt Smith is, right? That's the guy from
Doctor Who.
The vampire movie too. I do believe. Yeah, wasn't he his best friend? No, that's the guy from the new.
Oh no, you mean
House of the Dragon?
He was Morbin.
He was Morbius's best friend.
Yeah, enemy.
Yeah, he's his best friend.
It's Morbin time. So people
seeing how it's got Ryan Gosling in it.
I have a man crush on him. I love that. I want to see him and Gladiator do another movie together. Russell Crowe.
Oh well, didn't we look into it? There are talks for them to do a second one.
There is, yeah, because that first movie, if you haven't seen it, you owe it to yourself to watch it. Ryan Gosling is hilarious in that movie.
Oh, it's a great movie.
It is one. I rewatch that probably every 6 months. I catch it streaming and then I just start it, rewatch it because it's just great. It's funny and great storyline. Nice Guys. Nice Guys is the name of that movie. I don't know. I'd have to wait and see. Right? Like I love Ryan Gosling. Like, and you've never seen it, but Blade Runner 2049 is one of my
I've just
favorite.
seen parts of it. Yeah, I've still.
It's a really heavy movie. It's a heavy movie. It's like Interstellar is a really heavy movie, but I really love both of those movies. But he's great in that. He's great in Nice Guys. He was great in The Fall Guy.
Oh, he was great in The Fall Guy.
Because The Fall Guy is a straight-to-video movie, and it was fun. I enjoyed it.
No, I saw it at the movie theaters.
No, but I mean, it's that style back when we were kids.
Yes.
It might play at the dollar movies for a couple of months, and then it's going straight to DVD or VHS.
But it was so good. I mean, it was worth. I was not upset that I paid full price for that.
I hope they get rid. But like I said, it's easy to sit here behind a microphone and blame people for this and blame people for that, but we don't know the inner workings of everything.
Yeah, we don't know what they told him he had to do or what they had to cut out. Or
yeah, so it's Disney, and let's just be honest, nothing Disney has put out in the last 5 or 6 years has been worth a shit. So they've had one success and how many failures, you know? And I think the one success was an animated film. I don't remember which one it was, but like, so it's like, was it Kathleen Kennedy? Was it? Or was it too many people at Disney with their fingers in the creative process? You know, that's my whole thing. It's like you're going to crucify one lady because she's at the head of this, but honestly, she's not the head. She's like middle management at this point. She's in charge of the people under her, but she is responsible to Bob Iger and Disney. And if you look at Disney's track record, they haven't put out anything that, like, none of the Marvel movies have been very good. None of them. And I just saw a video. I didn't watch it because I don't care. But the new Avengers Doomsday is apparently already suffering the Disney curse of rewrites and stuff. Yeah. So whether it's true or not, I don't know because I won't go see it.
I haven't seen anything about that. I don't know. It's going to be very hard for me not to see it with Robert Downey Jr. in it, though.
Yeah. No, I get that. He's amazing. I like him.
Yeah, because I mean, literally and truly, he made
Marvel.
Avengers.
Dude, he fucking made Marvel with Iron Man.
Yeah. And just the way they did it was so innovative and creative. I mean, giving you a snippet at the end of every movie. Nobody had ever done that before.
Right.
So it was so well. I mean, after the first Iron Man movie, you got them with the hammer in the middle of nowhere. You were like, what the hell? That's Thor's hammer. And I'm like, what the hell? You know, they just had you in suspense, like, oh, the next movie's gonna be badass. It's gonna have Thor in it, and you know, it was so good. It was so innovative and
yeah. I didn't like Thor. I had a friend of mine who was really big because I didn't go see any of the Marvel movies in the theater except for Guardians of the Galaxy because it had Chris Pratt. I always thought he was funny, so I was like, the kids. I may have taken the kids to see some. I went on a date to see Thor: The Dark World. That was a bad date. Let's be honest. But like that Thor movie, the first one came out. I remember watching it. I was just like, if that movie came out, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not
good. It wasn't great.
Right. It wasn't Iron Man. I'm telling you, if they release Thor before Iron Man, Marvel's in a much different position.
Definitely. But you also have to remember who did the first Iron Man.
Oh yeah,
I mean, not just Robert Downey Jr. Who was the director? It was
the fat guy
that's doing the Star Wars or the Mandalorian.
Jon Favreau. Look at that.
Jon Favreau. Yeah.
I could have been a NASA physicist, but I can remember dumb shit like that. That's my curse. So we'll have to wait and see how that comes out. I'll be curious. I'll be watching reviews for it before I even try to get my interest up because Disney is all but killed. Like, I just removed all my Legos. I got rid of all my Star Wars Legos, and in their place is Warhammer now.
Really?
They're all gone. They're all gone off my shelf and everything. I just got my new I got an Imperial Fist Space Marine and a Blood Angel Space Marine. And yeah, I'm buying a 3D printer to print. I don't know what faction I'm going to make, but I'm going to make my own army and paint it. I bought paints. I bought paintbrushes. Yeah, dude, I'm getting into it. You're never too old to have fun. Anybody that says that gave up on life or their wife told them what to say. But yeah, so I just gave up on Star Wars. I was like, I don't want to be reminded of a franchise that's been taken out. They old yellered Star Wars. They were like, no, come watch it. And the dog's just limping along. No, he'll still play catch. And they throw the ball and the dog's trying with all his might, but only one leg works and it's dragging itself. And they're like, come on, old yeller, let's take you to a farm upstate. And it's just Star Wars. And they put the bullet through its skull. That's what they did to Star Wars. That was a horrible analogy.
You're so bad. You're so bad. Oh my gosh, you're so bad.
Oh, I got to pull this up because I think this is pertinent, especially for the YouTube audience. I sent it to you. George Carlin's bit when we get to it.
Yes.
Did you watch that?
Yes, yeah. I've seen that one before.
Yeah, I had never seen that, and I was like, holy shit, he nails the current climate. Anyway, all right, I'm done talking about my shit and your shit, and let's get into some stories. Well,
let's start off with old dictator Maduro. What did you think about that?
So initially, and you can go back on the podcast and see, initially I was like, we don't need to be in Venezuela. We don't need to be involved in any of that shit. Like if we're patrolling international waters, fine. Kind of had a problem with them blowing up gunboats, and I got a lot of pushback for that. They're like, they know they're drug boats. It's the human part of it. I'm a Christian. It's kind of hard for me to just see snuffing life out, without due process, I guess. That would kind of bothered me. Then I find out, surprise, we went and captured that guy. So I was a little shocked. Little upset. Then I start reading a little more into it. Kind of behind it now. Not kind of, I am behind it. I think this is a power move that's shaking up the world order. I really do. I don't think it has that much to do with Venezuela, if I'm being honest. What is your thought on it?
After I was like you at first when I first saw it. Of course, I was at work, and then I saw it come across, and I was like, "What in the hell are we doing now?"
Okay, you're done with the internet. You turn off your fucking computer. I'm gonna do the rest of the show. My God, only buns. What is wrong with you, sir? I
knew you would like that one, baby. So anyway, Mr. Maduro, not being the actual voted in president, which of course us in the United States, unless you looked into that or you knew somebody from Venezuela, I didn't know that. It's not something I looked into. It's another country. They were not affecting us. It's not like our friends in England, how we feel for them.
Adolf Starmer and them. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Things like that. But in hindsight, in seeing the videos and the people from Venezuela talking about they had a voted in president and this gentleman Maduro stayed, and was a dictator. And then reading the fact that China was well invested into it, and then reading other reports that quote unquote, I don't know if it's true or not, that this man had paid 42 Democrats, it's 8
they're under indictment, I think.
One of them they already indicted
Rand Paul.
Rand Paul. Millions of dollars. That China was involved, Cuba was involved in their stuff, and they were building drones for Iran and Venezuela. And he's not voted in president. That they took him the way they did, and I sent you a video of what somebody was reporting about how they attacked them. If you look a couple videos before the
okay, let me see.
Before the buns. I mean, I know
I don't want to. That's the problem, is I don't want to. Is it the
because you're going to go to
Hispanic?
Cinnabon.
Is
Yes,
it
yes, yes,
formless
yes.
security guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes. That guy's not a security guard, but that guy does a lot of stuff on the X. I see him all the time. I don't know if it's through TikTok or what, but the way they did that in not actually killing him means they want information.
Oh yeah, and like you said, and Cass pointed this out to me because I was like, "That's kind of weird," and Cass goes, "Not really, because." If they can use him to snitch on the people he paid off, think about it. And I was like, oh shit, I never thought of that.
Yeah, because the simple fact of if he did commit war crimes in Venezuela, and like I saw a video of a bunch of preachers and stuff like that being released from prisons in Venezuela, uh, that they're making it right. If there's a chance that they could get him on some war crimes, but if he talks, he gets a sweet little condo on a beach in Florida or whatever they do for him,
Witness protection. He's running a gas station. He's running a Valero in Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly. Because quote unquote, they're saying that China was involved with quote unquote the Trump losing the last election.
I can believe that with the way social media has been engineered,
Yeah, quote unquote that they had something to do with that and he was involved in it, but you don't know. But the way they did that put everybody on alert. And then I just watched a video of the vice president of China running his mouth. If you want now, that vice president of China needs to watch the video that I just sent you about how supposedly that the Chinese had sent Venezuela the defense stuff for their military. And our military went in and said, F you, we'll show you how it's really done. And we'll take in 8 Blackhawks, a couple drones, and 20 guys and land in a military base.
Yeah.
And take your president or dictator and not take a single casualty. 20 guys, one base.
Now I've seen. Yeah. Have you seen what the casualty rate on their side was? Because I've seen everything between 20 and 300. So I don't.
Yeah,
know.
That guy said 300, but you're never going to get it accurate until the new president or the actual supposed president comes in and we get some.
Well, apparently she won the Nobel Peace Prize. So the election in Venezuela, I believe, happened in 2018, and then she won the Nobel Peace Prize like recently. I don't know when, because
is that the lady that said she should that tried to give it to Trump?
Maybe so. I don't remember. Okay. I just like you pick up things by being on the internet, and I remember them saying that either she's the vice president or the president, but they said I think they had to escape Venezuela because they had targets on their back, but she won the Nobel Peace Prize at some point. So yeah, well, apparently, so that was 2018. That's why it's kind of sketchy to me, that our government was culpable in Venezuela, because if you read into it, the Biden administration, they had Maduro's 2, I think, nephews arrested in prison awaiting trial for drug trafficking charges in the United States. And then the Biden administration did a prisoner swap and let those 2 guys go. So it's like, that's probably why they've got Maduro here, because they want to know how deep does this corruption go. And like you said, with China, like, how far, how deep, because China can't just come in and do it themselves, I wouldn't think. They got to use a subsidiary, like a shell company, right? They got to use a shell company to influence. It's not like it says, Congressman Casmic Fartlefingers, here's your payment from the CCP. It's not going to say that. It's going to be like, here's your contribution from the Sunnyside Organization of Venezuela. So, like, I think there's a lot more under the blanket than we even have any idea about.
That's it. Yeah, that's the thing is it didn't ever get leaked. And you know how the left hates the right, the right hates the left. They didn't let that shit leak. at all. It was just like,
But at 7 o'clock that next morning, there were fucking protesters out there with signs already up. Come on.
yep, printed signs, not handwritten with colors. Hurry up, guys, let's get this made. They were already printed.
Yeah.
So somebody, basically, in my opinion, it's somebody owns a printing shop.
Well,
they happen to be against the opposition. So basically, you would find like-minded individuals, in my opinion. Would you agree?
Oh, 100%.
So you have a like-minded individual on the payroll in whatever city or state, which is not hard to do. You just kind of go in and you just feel them out, and I'm sure they all know. I mean, I guess they could tell who votes what. I guess is it can you find that out off the internet? What's your registered to vote? So I guess that would be a way to do it. So if they were registered a Democrat, which that would have to be to go against the right, and that's how you would do it. You'd be like, okay, so then they find out this happens, and they call them, and they're like, if you would ever do this, if we wanted to protest, we'll pay you good money if you can get this stuff printed and ready. Because they had to get up early to do it, because I didn't see it till 7 o'clock in the morning. I didn't see it till 7 o'clock. So, and then it was another 45 minutes later before our local news sent it out. So I have no clue how they got it that fast. It was protesting by what, 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning? It's crazy.
So I saw a report that a particular U.S. sitting member of the Senate or Congress tried to contact Maduro to warn him about the raid. And I can't find it now. Yeah, I saw that the other day, and I was like, that dude should be held in prison for treason. But
he should be if they find out.
Dude, I knew that. So starting in backtracking, if you listen to the podcast, you know this about us because we've mentioned this a freaking 100 times. So prior to 2020, Kaz and I were not even remotely interested in politics. He was down slinging dope on the South Side, and I was doing tricks at the truck stops in MacArthur.
That's how I met him. He wanted me to
butter my biscuit.
He wanted me to be his pimp.
But like we were never political. Like we would, you'd pick up things here and there and talk about it here and there, but it was never like I'm paying attention. 2020, summer of love, COVID, all that shit made me sit up and go, this is PSYOP. And I'm not a conspiracy guy. We have a friend in Duke. If the sun doesn't come out one day, he's like, that's the government. They built the clouds. Like everything is a conspiracy theory to Duke. And I mean everything. So I'm friends with these guys. Yeah. So
he has a Donald Trump tattoo on his right butt cheek. So I've heard. So I've heard. Okay.
But that started to make me sit up and go, wait a minute, the shot, all of this stuff. And I just, that's when I started to actually pay attention, and it just smacked of corruption. So I found a video during that time of an ex-KGB agent talking about how the USSR and the KGB had a plan to take down the United States. That plan looked to me to be in effect in the United States in 2020. It goes through the list. It's like you demoralize the men, you prop up failed programs, you get rid of religion, you get rid of nationalism, you demasculinate the men, you make them feminine, and like that society will tear itself apart. And this guy's talking about this in the 70s. And I'm watching this video going, everything he said, I was like, check. Yep, and I said it to everybody. I was like, this is what's happening right now. And, it was one of those things where you're like, this is going on across the entire Western world. Well, somebody has to be behind it. It's not Mexico. Mexico can't get their shit together and haven't been able to since the Mexican-American War back in the day. Like the cartels run Mexico. We all know that. So it's not Mexico. It's not Canada, because Canada is too busy killing its own citizens and turning on each other to invade and do stuff against the United States. So we got to look around. Well, who is the only one that would really want to break down the United States? China. Like, I don't even see Russia. I don't even think Russia is the one doing it. I think it's China.
No. Well,
'Cause-
I mean, it's like we talked about before. I mean, even in that TV show, The Lioness, all of a sudden, the last season of The Lioness, they were talking about China, and that happened before Trump was elected.
Yep. And I
So
mean, you
there's a
know,
reason somebody gets this information from somewhere.
oh, absolutely. But like, that doesn't happen unless politicians are paid off. You don't get, because I mean, like, let's look at what Biden tried to initiate. He tried to initiate the vax mandate. If you weren't vaccinated, you were supposed to be fired from your job and not allowed to work till you provided a vax passport. Like, dude, that is fucking communism. I don't care what you say.
I agree.
And when you watched the news reporting, it was just like, it was so nonsensical. It's like, oh, we've got millions of dead. I'm like, well, where are the bodies? Like, you know, you're going to do a hit piece. You're going to show the incinerators. They never materialized. Then you get the Summer of Love. It's like, well, they can protest because, you know, they're vaccinated. And these people are packed in like pigs to slaughter. They're just one on top of each other. And they're like, well, and the news actually said, well, they can't transmit it because they're wearing masks. And I'm like, that's not how viruses work. They don't work according to your political ideology. And, you know, you go through all of that and you're like, this has to be coordinated through something. And guess what? It was co-opted by the media and by the government. And that was the main reason Trump got elected, was because every pushback against the previous regime. That's how politics typically work in the United States. It's usually one guy gets in, we try him out for, 4 to 8 years, and then we go, we're ready for something different. And then we go the other way. So if you go back through U.S. history, it's usually Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican. It's just kind of how it works out. Because we're like, yeah, okay, this guy, we're sick of this. We're going to do this. But like this whole shit had to start from somewhere. And Venezuela, I think, is the tipping point for the U.S. government to say, all right, Maduro, here's your chance to stay alive. Here's your chance for your family to stay alive. You're going to tell us who in the hell you paid off. Who's the ones that are in behind this? Point your finger at which Chinese diplomat was the one working with you. Because so what I have read, now again, it's on the internet, so this could all be just bullshit. Everything I'm saying could be probably fact-checked to hell and back. But what I read was that Maduro was paying the cartels in Mexico. Like he was a main contributor to the cartels. So he might not necessarily have been, and this could be propaganda coming out of the government. I don't know, but this is what I read, was that he was propping up a lot of the cartels with money, weapons, and material, not necessarily drugs. So, and
I read he was involved with one of the cartels mainly.
Right.
I can't remember which one I had read.
And then Venezuela was also building a shitload of Iranian and Russian drones, and they were shipping oil. Did you see today and yesterday? U.S. Special Force.
Few minutes. Yeah,
oh yeah. They're going after what they call Russia's ghost fleet, dude. Even Norway got involved. They put out their special forces.
I don't understand what the transportation of sanctioned oil is, though.
So they've got Russia on a blockade. So basically, they're saying nobody is allowed to ship anything into Russia until they come to the table to talk. Because it's a
who sanctioned them?
Right,
the UN.
The UN. The UN.
But
the United
Russia's
States.
not part of the UN, right?
Right. But
so how can you sanction somebody that's not part of you? Or basically, you're telling the rest of the United Nations members don't send anything to them.
Welcome to politics. It doesn't make any fucking sense because it's like,
yeah, that makes no sense at all. Because guess what? Everything is run by, like I've always said, it all goes back to the mighty dollar. And if Russia's going to pay somebody X amount, we'll give you, instead of what oil's $50 a barrel. It's lower than that right now. It's probably $38, $48 a barrel. We'll give you $60 or $70 a barrel. People are gonna be like, cha-ching.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So with that,
what I don't understand is how did that ghost ship get to where it was going?
Well, it's been yeah. So I saw a long thing about it. So basically, what it's doing is it's a Venezuelan vessel. And then what they do is once they get out in international waters, they change their flag and their designation. And then they go, no, we're a Russian vessel. We're hauling Russian stuff from Russian territories to Russia. And so that usually throws off the international community at large somehow, some way. So it would be like if they embargoed the United States and we were going down to Chile to get, I don't know, drugs or weapons. So we're going up the coast of South America. The UN sees our boat. All of a sudden, switch the flag. We're not Chilean. We're United States. You know, what are you doing down here? Or vice versa. We're Chilean. And so, but what they're afraid of is that they're actually shipping weapons. I don't think it's about them. I don't think it's about the fuel, because Russia, I think, with the Donbass region, has a lot of fuel. I don't think fuel is a problem. I think it's weapons. I think they were getting weapons from Venezuela, and that's what the U.S. is trying to stop. That's my take, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's no.
Because they got one boat 2 days ago or yesterday when I saw it and said it didn't have oil in it, but they hadn't went below decks to check it because the captain was like, we're empty. We don't have anything. And they had to chase this dude. And they even caught him switching his flag. And they were like, you think that's going to stop? And then the video that surfaced was the special forces landing on that ship. And Russia, tensions have raised to like 8 or 9. We were at about a 6. We're at about an 8 or 9 right now, because now
because Putin just put out something too.
Yeah. But these ships are Ghost Fleet ships. They don't belong technically to Russia. They're pirates. In every essence, they're just fucking pirates. But they're pirates. It's like England back in the day. What did they give them? They give them privateering. I forget what it was, but England would give out these marks basically saying you are allowed to pirate on behalf of the crown. As long as you don't attack British ships, you can go and fuck up the French all you want. You're within your legal right to do it. We give you a legal mark to do it. That's basically what these ships are doing. They're basically sanctioned by Russia to do what they're doing. But the UN, and for the most part, these ships have been operating for years like this, and nobody's messed with them for the most part. But that's why I think this Venezuela thing is much bigger than Venezuela. I think Venezuela is just a little part of it. Just a little part of it.
Oh, I think it's a cog. I think it's the cog in the, once they put that stick or bar in the cog and everything, just it monkeys everything up. That's what this has done.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this has done. And supposedly you can protect, anything that's like within so many miles, like an area around you.
Right.
Something like that is a deal. But like everybody's saying, he did something that's unprecedented. And it's going to start a flood of things, I think.
Well, see, I think everything's connected, because as an American, wouldn't you say that Trump is the most egotistical president that we've probably ever had? Like,
yeah, well, at least he's not just egotistical; he's just outright about it. He doesn't care.
No,
Everybody else is probably egotistical in their own way behind closed doors. Trump has just been.
He's out there with it. Yeah,
he's out. He wants you to know.
Yeah,
but I mean, there's been many. Even in his first term, as we went back and looked at it through the years, him telling people, I know where you live, and gives them a satellite vision of their. Yeah. If you hurt any of my troops, I mean that's iconic. I understand we didn't have this technology back in the day, but you don't see either one of the Bush presidents. You don't even see Obama, and Obama did drone strikes out his ass.
Yeah, he killed more people than any president.
Yeah, and not just more people, but innocents.
Yeah.
But you don't see Trump taking. You see him sitting there talking, and Trump's probably just sitting there smiling. And then he reaches over and taps the counter and somebody slides him a piece of paper. And then he slides that piece of paper across the desk, and it's a picture of old boy's house with an address, like coordinates. You know, it's got coordinates. It's got a happy face drawn on it, then a line through it. But like, this is what happens if you hurt any of our troops. No,
and it's
no
got a
president
picture,
has got those.
picture of his wife going, "That's a really pretty dress."
Yeah. You know, that's what they say. That's huevos. He's got the big balls. And guess what? He just proved. And it's like I've told people for years, nobody understands the capability of our military.
I don't even think we do as American citizens. I don't think we truly appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's just like that. I mean, when you can land in a base, and you had to fly across countries. I mean, you probably went off the water a little bit, but they still had to get to this base and go across land, and they didn't know they were coming.
So I think this all stems from Putin and Ukraine not agreeing to a deal. I think Trump was like, I'm sick of talking about it, so we got to do something. And I think Venezuela might have been the easiest starting point. But I also I think everything is connected. Because if you look at one thing, I think government is too big to look at one thing as simply one thing. And as citizens, we see everything as an isolated incident. We see Venezuela as an isolated incident, but it's not on the global scale. So Venezuela provides oil to Russia and China. Okay. Not only that, it builds the drones for Russia,
right,
and
so
China and Venezuela. So that right there, then you have the Venezuelan uprising going on, right, or Iranian uprising going on right now, which is not a coincidence.
In the right. That's just been in the last couple of weeks. I mean,
they were tearing down. So I saw today before we went live, I saw the protesters actually going into so apparently their military is religious military. Cause I don't know anything about Iran. All I know is that any Persian I've ever met, I instantly like them because they're fucking awesome. I love Persian people. But apparently the protesters are attacking like military installations. They were going after the Ayatollah's like private residences in a particular city, and the death toll is rising. They're saying that the death toll right now, because the guard over there has started to take drastic measures and they're starting to gun these people down. And they said the last time this happened, the death toll was like 1,000, and they can't get accurate reports because the government shut down internet and everything, but they're projecting that it's going to be in the tens of thousands. So, like, I think that all of this is connected. I think Venezuela is connected to Iran, which is connected to China, which is connected to Russia. That's just my personal belief. I don't know what you think.
But if you can get into Venezuela and just say they already had the knowledge that they were building these drones for Russia and for Iran, and they want Russia to stop, you know, I don't know if they really cared about it. They cared about Iran because we just bombed the shit out of their nuclear facilities.
Which Trump came out last week and goes, we didn't actually get everything we wanted to do, which is priming us to go in there and fuck them up again.
Oh yeah, it's basically a warning.
I think so. I think so.
But if, like you said, if they already knew the fact that they were doing these things, so it's like we said before, what was the factor? And think of this. What were those ships that they actually blew up? Were they actually drugs, or were they drones, or what
exactly
were they that they blew up? Now I wonder even more.
Yep.
What those ships were.
Yep, 100%.
They blew the shit out of them, and they just sunk to the bottom. So there was no.
Well, Chuck Schumer comes out and says, "Well, this is how they use fertilizer to like some bullshit like that." I saw a meme about it, and I'm like, "That's how Democrats excuse it." Yeah, it's funny. But no, I'm with you. I'm like, because when I was first seeing the Venezuela stuff, my whole thing was, why are we going after Mexico? 99% of the drugs that come into this country are coming across our southern border. Like, every American knows that. Why are we going after a South American country? Well, then, the reports start coming out like, oh, well, there's, like you said, they're supporting a particular drug cartel in Mexico. And then you learn, oh, they're building. So how much of this is actually legit and how much of it is about oil? That's a question too that we don't know. Because what if the United States just did this to deny oil to our adversaries? It could be as simple as that.
Yeah, but their oil was so bad. Their oil is so bad that.
Yeah, it's rough crude. It takes a lot more refining to get to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Um,
So.
And China was the biggest, I think China was the biggest purchaser of Venezuelan oil. And China put in, so I watched a Chinese guy talking about it. He was like, China's losing their shit today because they had all these anti-air emplacements and stuff. They just signed a deal where they loaned Venezuela like $3 billion, $9 billion, some ridiculous sum of money.
Yes.
And none of it worked. So so now China's just took a slap to the face across the international community. I don't know. It's interesting. I just saw a report too earlier today that United States Navy has positioned itself around Cuba. So
yeah, I saw that too. I was wondering if that was actually before they did the Venezuela thing. Or
right.
If that was
right.
Because
Cuba
is
damn
only
it. You talk about me ruining everything. Dental floss. Come on, Kaz. God damn it.
Cuba is actually only what, a 90-minute boat ride from Florida?
Yes.
So it's not like we have to be close to them. So
I've seen reports too where they said this goes back to the Monroe Doctrine, and Venezuela came on the U.S. radar when they started signing deals with Russia and China. Because you remember, you and I talked about this on a podcast when Ukraine kind of was getting heavy. We said, well, I can kind of understand Russia's position because if one of our adversaries built missiles in Mexico, how long do you think it would take us to invade Mexico? It would be like before you and I could come up with the idea, we would already have troops on the ground. And Venezuela has signed these deals with Russia, China, and Iran. So the Monroe Doctrine is, this is our sphere of influence. You mess with our sphere, we're going to wreck your world. And I think we're on the cusp of World War III. I really do. I think we're going to paint Putin into a corner. I think Xi is going to he's losing face. I see before 2027, and this is just my stupid ass prediction, I'm a moron, that China makes a move to secure Taiwan. That's just my prediction. But we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope cooler heads prevail because, rich men start wars. Poor men's sons fight those wars. Yes. And they're the ones that pay the ultimate price. And I don't want to see any of our young men pay the price. Anyway, yeah. So it's interesting. I think all of this is a strategic move. I've had about half a bottle of wine, so my words are getting heavy. So
that's all?
Yeah, that's all. That's all I had left. I already drank most of it the other night. So, or half of it. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think is going to be the fallout from this? Or is there any fallout? Because one of the things that I love to see, and I don't think enough people are talking about, is the sheer joy on Venezuelan people when they woke up and found out that cocksucker had been taken. Like, the joy that they saw filled my American heart with like, yes, that's what it is. That's the American spirit right there. That freedom. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. I don't think there's anything. It's like the protests you've seen in the United States following that. They've all been
a bunch of fucking white women. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I think what you're saying is we should exterminate white lesbian liberals. That's what that is Cass 2026.
No, they have to have a job and they have to be able to protest. I just saw a video of somebody getting run over in a protest. So I thought it was quite funny.
Uh-huh. Yep.
No, if it's a real one.
All right. That's enough about Venezuela. Yeah. But I'm curious to see what the fallout of that is. I mean, it'll probably be like the Epstein list. We won't really hear anything, but I think we'll see moves like Rand Paul. Rand Paul got indicted. But it says Trump pardoned him, but I don't know. That was September 2021, so I don't know. 3 weeks ago, Rand Paul, seizure of oil tankers in the Caribbean. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I don't know if that part is true. I haven't seen anything.
I heard that on a podcast, part of the problem with Dave Smith. So take that for what it's worth. I'm curious to see what this, I think we're setting up to retake prominence in the world is what I think Trump is wanting. I mean, he didn't hide that fact. He said America needs to be dominant. There's Rocco. He sent you a message. He's
did he? Let me see.
He just poked the bear. God damn it, Rocco. You should have listened to the first part of the show. We've already been over this.
Rocco, all I'm going to say is happy birthday to you.
If you want to hear what he had to really say, go back to the beginning of the YouTube because he gives it to you, both barrels.
Twinkies and candles, my brother. Twinkies and candles. That's all you get today.
Yellow number 7 or whatever.
Yeah, yellow dye number 7.
Oh,
Polly, yeah, I just it's yeah, go Seahawks. Boy, never been a Seahawks fan in his life.
Everyone agrees with you, uses the same word.
Still love you, Rocco. Still love you.
yeah.
So,
Happy birthday,
the
Rocco.
The other major thing that happened was the ice.
Oh, I saw that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yes, in Minneapolis.
That's a word I couldn't spell without looking it up. Okay.
Yes, Minneapolis.
All right. So break it down for those that haven't seen it. I mean, if you're watching us, you've seen it. You've seen it. Basically.
Yeah, you've basically seen it. It's been all across all the news. It's everywhere. Basically, a protester was shot and killed, and let's not make light of the death of anybody.
That bitch was a lunatic. Feelings. I'm sorry.
I understand that, but the loss of life, it didn't need to be done.
No.
But
she was a lunatic. She shouldn't have been killed, but she was a lunatic.
Right. She was a lunatic. And the things that I don't understand is, and I wanted to play devil's advocate on this a little bit, but it was hard for me to do.
Me too. Because I started off with that last night. I said, man, they should have come up with some other reason. But you're not there, number one. Number two, you're not either one of the parties. And then you see the body cam footage that came out. You're like, it's kind of hard to defend her.
The first video though that is just a video from a bystander, and of course it's the only video they show across the news. And it's like we've told y'all before, you have to click and you have to look at things. So then they put out another video from the front side of the car. And then you get the body cam footage. So I understand everybody is a reactive. They want to react immediately, and they don't want to react with all the knowledge. They don't know all the facts. Now, take into effect, this gentleman was run over by a protester 6 months ago.
Right. And he had like stitches and something else. He was drugged 300 feet, I believe.
Yes. So take into that effect. It's like anybody at a job. If somebody's messing with you for days and days and days, and then all of a sudden you get hurt, when you come back to work, you're going to be a little gun shy.
That's right. I'd punch mush mouth in the mouth. I would.
Yeah.
That's like a tongue twister. Punch mush mouth in the mouth.
So, it's just the loss of life was not necessary. She should have stayed her ass at home in Missouri, and she wouldn't even have been there. But come to find out, she was a paid protester to protest ICE.
Which is, we broke that story on our podcast, I don't know, months ago during the Palestinian protests. We uncovered, we're investigative journalists here on Odd Times Podcast.
Yes.
We uncovered ads that were paying $30 to $35 an hour to protest Palestine. So you're crazy if you think these people aren't paid agitators to and these are stupid. Like, I don't mean they're not intellectually intelligent. They're emotionally stupid. They're being used by somebody to make a political point. And now you're getting loss of life. And she's not the only protester that's been killed.
No. But
But
the thing is, it gets even worse when the congressman, what's his name, the idiot Waltz,
oh God, that guy, yeah,
that
Tampon
guy
Tim.
is tampon Tim. That is the best. That might be almost as good as Mushmouth. That might be right up there with Mushmouth. But when you come out and say it was a negative, it was bad, you shouldn't do that. I'm going to call in the National Guard.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It,
I think they did. Because I saw
no, he
something.
hasn't called in the National
Oh,
Guard.
okay.
He can't call in the National Guard. He's just a stinking congressman. Now, I do believe that the mayor or governor of Minnesota was saying that. But how are you going to call in the National Guard against federal agents? Aren't you
Yeah.
aren't you really just begging?
Where was
Because
the outcry when they raped and murdered a 12-year-old, when the illegals did that, when the
yeah.
illegals strangled and left a dead girl's body? It's like, where is your outrage for that?
Oh no,
It's
they just didn't know. That's what I kept seeing is they just didn't know what they were doing.
well,
Bullshit.
you're a fucking adult. That's your job to know before you go out there and do shit like that. Sorry.
Yes. But the funny thing is Walls comes out and says that, but in July 23rd of 2020, following a special legislative session, Minnesota statute 609.066. If a driver accelerates toward an officer standing in front of the vehicle, this creates an immediate life-threatening danger. The officer doesn't need to wait until impact. They can act based on the apparent intent and proximity. This bill was signed into law by Governor Tim Walz.
Yeah.
So
He
you
knew.
set the precedent. You set the precedent, and then gonna be mad because somebody did that to somebody because you're in amongst all of this fraud that's going on in Minnesota. And I just sent you something that is saying now. I saw.
Oh.
What did they say? How many millions of dollars?
Let's see.
I'll look it up.
Philadelphia, breaking conservatives calling for the arrest of this leftist. Only buns, which is disturbing.
Yeah, but then you have some people in Minnesota claiming that they're going to bring guns to the next protest. And
dude, you're going to get shattered. You stupid fucking people. You're going to get killed. These cops train for this stuff. You don't train.
It's not even that. They're not. The ICE agents are federally trained guys. So it's a little bit more than your local police.
100%.
Okay. But what happens when Trump calls in the Marines to escort these federal agents? Because hopefully y'all understand that Trump does not need to go to Congress to do anything with the Marines.
No,
he can send the Marines anywhere he wants because they are his private security. And you got guys that, like you say, all they do is train all day to do bad things to people and eat crayons. That's it. That's all they do. Mm-hmm. And you want to call in the Guard? I understand the Guard trains, but it ain't like the Marines.
And the thing is, these stupid freaking people are like posting these videos of them using guns at a gun range saying, federal agents. Number one, you've posted a video with your face on it. So expect a visit from the NSA, FBI, NSA, National Security Agency. And the thing is like, you're already painting yourself as like, so back up a little bit. So I sent Kaz a video from a professional protester back in the 80s, 90s. And he literally said, you protest, but if the cops arrest you, you put your hands behind your freaking back and you comply with them. You let the court decide guilty or innocent. And he's a free man. So clearly he didn't get charges pressed. So
the whole statement of I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yes.
That's it.
But here's the problem is since 2020, our politicians and our media have done what? They have stoked the fires of this horseshit. Because like most America, and I speak for Americans. I've been here my entire life. So have you. We're pretty much live and let live. I don't give a shit what you do. Just leave it out of my face. That's 90% of Americans. But when you make us pick a side, I can promise you it's not going to be the side you think it is. Like Minneapolis right now, you're seeing all these videos come out of these people doing this stuff. 90% of the Minnesotans that are there are like, I don't agree with any of that.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, first of all, I was never a Cowboys fan. Second, I've been a Hawks fan since 2011, 2012. And third, good luck beating the tush push.
Hey, I don't know if we can beat Philadelphia because our defense has been hurt all year long. Don't get it twisted. But we beat y'all once this year. Y'all beat us once, so it's kind of even. So it's okay. It's okay. Hey, and look, when you're what is the word I want to say? When you're in a state of denial about being a Cowboys fan, so that's probably why you went to become a Seahawks fan, because you were a Cowboys fan. Because 2011, 2012 was probably around the time they won a championship, so bandwagon rider. It's okay. It's okay.
Just here for this shit. Because I'm a Packer fan and we all know that we're gay. So anyway.
They get to play the Bears.
Yeah, they're going to lose. The Bears. Anyway.
The Bears.
Yeah, I mean, dude, when you play stupid games, you're going to get stupid prizes. Yeah. I mean, you're dealing with law enforcement. They have the power of the law on their side. It's like if they tell you to put your hands on the steering wheel, step out of the car, you just do it. Like the guy said in the protest video, comply, have your day in court. There's a reason we have the court system that we have. It's like innocent until proven guilty. The cop is just a dude. And when you try to run the dude over, he's going to act in a completely human nature and pull his gun out and cap your ass. So everyone that's trying to crucify this guy, I'm like, he didn't do it the first time and got drugged 300 feet. That's a completely human reaction. And Steven Crowder.
He did get hit.
Yeah. And Steven Crowder did a full breakdown on that video to respond to. And the problem is you've got to quit responding to these leftist psychopaths because they're not coming from a place of intellectual purity. They are coming from indoctrinated, so Carlin in the video, I'll play it at the end of the podcast, but Carlin basically says you take your beliefs and make them your identity. Then if anybody questions your beliefs, they're questioning you. And if they're questioning you, then you have to shut them down because there's no room for you to get any questions on who you are. So that you have to be shut down. And you see this across the freaking globe right now with this leftist lunacy. It's like, I'm old enough and you're old enough to remember that Republicans were kind of authoritarian back in the 80s. It's like, you're going to do what we want you to do or else. And the Democrats were the party of free speech and liberal ideals. Basically, the whole reason we have warning labels on CDs in the United States is because of Republicans. Democrats were like, that's an expression of free speech. If you say the F word on a CD, okay, so what? Well, Republicans were incensed by it. To me, the leftist ideology of today is just radical religious extremism, but to a governmental ideal. I don't know if that makes sense, but
yes, yeah, it does.
Because back in the day when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, it was the same people. It was white women who were going before Congress going, Two Live Crow is so gross and crass. They shouldn't even be allowed to live. You should kill them. And the Democrats were defending him going, no, they have a right to say it. How about we put a warning label? And that took an act of Congress to not cancel these guys because they wanted to cancel them. They wanted to cancel Ozzy Osbourne, Marilyn Manson, Two Live Crew, Ice Cube's band. I don't know the name of it. F the police.
NWA.
NWA. They wanted to get rid of all of these people, those same white women in the 80s. And now we're in the 90s, and those same white women, instead of being married with kids, they're married to women with kids. They're the same fucking women. Ugly, has been, nobody wants you, so you had to go to the other team. Now, boy, that's getting us kicked off. But it's the same shit. The only difference is, instead of having a religion with a guy on a cross, you got a religion of a dementia patient who's just like, I like sniffing kids. You know, I mean, it's the same. It's the same shit. It's just it's a different side of the aisle that's doing it. You know, and for the most part, Americans, we don't really care. Leave us alone. Let ICE do their job. That's what Trump was elected to do, what he's doing. Now, I did see a thing where he said he's going to start sending in National Guard troops and the Marines into these places like Philadelphia, Washington, Minneapolis, to do what he did in DC. You've lost the narrative, leftists, because most Americans are like, at this point, because of your behavior, they're like, yeah, do it. Go ahead. Even if it breaks civil liberties, a lot of people are like, yeah, go ahead. And I don't see a lot of people that have a fully functioning brain going, that lady, you know, she was in the right. Because when we first saw that, I called Cass and I go, did you see that? And he said, yeah. And I said, man, I'm so sick of seeing cops do that shit. They always react to violence first, because that video that he was talking about, the very first one, shows the guy kind of standing off to the left. Then you see the body cam footage. She hit him.
Yep,
she hit him and shoved. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. But even then, they're pushing this to violence. You're pushing to violence, you leftist retards. You are pushing them to react this way.
When I have a question. So Martin Luther King, they marched on the Capitol, right? They marched on the White House.
Right.
They did it non-violently, right?
Absolutely.
They made people open their eyes, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So can people not do it like that anymore? Can you not have a peaceful protest without burning shit down? Or I don't even understand the calling people names and things like that. These people joined ICE to do what they do. ICE has a vast job. It's not just the deportation. They have a big job. If y'all don't understand what it is, look it up. I'm not going to go into it. You're not bright enough to know if you don't know already.
Right.
And you people are out here just causing problems for no reason at all. And I understand you're getting paid for it. And I think if they, like today, I saw a video of a guy threw something at him. Oh, they tackled him and arrested him. They need to prosecute every single one of them and put them in jail with somebody that's going to make them hold somebody's pocket. So when you're holding somebody's pocket that's 6'6"
and a Cowboys fan, yes,
yeah, and a Cowboys fan, and you're gonna have to, I don't know if y'all understand what they do for lipstick in prison, but y'all need to look that up.
I don't want to. I do not want to.
They melt something and they use it for lipstick because they can't actually use makeup. So the guys will wear something, and I can't remember what it is, but I think
5-yard penalty. 35-yard penalty on Kaz for bringing us into the darkness.
No, but I want them to understand that if they prosecute these people, and because I would say that messing with the federal agent has got to have some sort of crimes, and if it's federal crimes, you know, you do federal time. It's day for day. There's no get out early. I think they should be held. Somebody's pocket. They should be held accountable.
100%.
Protest all you want, but quit throwing stuff at them. Quit impeding their job. No, you don't. Nobody comes to your job when you're sitting behind your desk, being a fucking internet gangster and unplugging your computer every 2 minutes. Every time you get it booted up.
Yep, yep, you're exactly right. And I think they should be investigated for aiding and abetting a foreign nation. If they find out they're being paid by whatever nation that is supporting this, whether it's Soros or whoever it is, I think they should be held on extortion charges too, because it's like, I'm not saying that you are a product of who you work for, because we work for a giant corporation. At the same time, if we saw our corporation implying very nasty and hateful things, it's up to us to come forward and tell somebody, right? I mean, like, legit. It's like, okay, it's one thing to take the money, but it's another thing to like, they're kidnapping kids in Uruguay and bringing them across the border. It's like, eventually somebody's got to say something, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I am 100%. I'm like, I don't like to see anybody killed. Like, that's not, whether it's Charlie Kirk or this lady. Because when I first saw it, I was like, did he really have to do that? Like, you got her tag, you got all this, but they're pushing, because you're getting an 8-second clip on the internet, 8 to 10, 15, 30-second clip. So you don't get the before, you don't get his past experience, you don't get her past experience, you don't get their background. It's not like watching a fight in the UFC where they give you the tail of the tape. They're like, here's his reach and here's his weight, here's his experience. You get this insulated video, and then they're like, okay, now judge it. Well, of course, human reaction is like, that's wrong. At the same time, these leftist people that are doing this are pushing the federal agents to act accordingly with violence. They are, how do you put it? Equal force. It's like you tried to run him over with a car. And like in our state, if you block the highway and I'm driving through, I could run you the fuck over and no one's going to bat an eye. They'll probably question me and be like, what happened? I'm going to be like, they were blocking the state. They were blocking the highway. They were blocking I-40. And I just ran over them. They didn't move. And they'd be like, all right, sir, have a good day. Right. So you're pushing good, normal people to be, and now they're talking, like you said, leftists are showing themselves at the shooting range. Well, how do you think that's going to end?
Even a city councilman, Minneapolis City Council member Jason Chavez just publicly instructed residents to endanger the lives of ICE agents and help harbor illegals.
For what? Political fucking points? Like, these people, and that's the thing, these violent illegals don't give a fuck about you. They would stab you and leave you in the gutter, because the guys that they're going after, from what I have heard, are not moms and dads. These are people that have committed felonies. They've hurt people. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, but and a lot of it, I understand, is just clicks. Like, there's a TikTok warrior threatening Pete Hegseth.
That's the wrong guy to be threatening.
That guy gives two shits about you. And when you do stuff like this, I know that you cannot threaten the president. But I think that if you do something like this on social media and actually violently threaten the lives of somebody, I think you can be prosecuted for that. And if they, like I said, if they hold all these people accountable, then guess what?
Yep.
It'll stop happening. It's that deal. So if something happens in your neighborhood, and then all of a sudden somebody breaks in your house, and all of a sudden they break in another house and they finally get caught, people, or something happens to those people breaking in your house, that shit stops, because word gets around.
Yep.
Start arresting these people, start prosecuting them. Guess what? I'm not saying shoot them all. Quit using the paintball guns and let's go to the rubber bullets and the shotguns, the bean bags and the shotguns. I know paintballs hurt, but go to the rubber bullets and go to the bean bags that we know they have.
I'm a little harder than you. I'm like, go live rounds. Start killing these fuckers and they'll stop. Like no shit. Because like, these are not normal, rational American people. These are people that are just, they are politically activated. They're like the Manchurian Candidate. And I'm sick of pretending like we can coexist with these psychos. Like they will burn the entire country down and then still find a way to find fault with the other people. They will never take accountability. Like this lady was like the whole thing with
Here you
this
go.
lady.
Hold on before you get all mad. This is the new way to that ICE is catching people.
That'll do it. Should catch one now.
Oh my God. That's yeah. No, I'm not mad. I'm just sick of them tearing our country apart. And for what good reason? Like, I understand you're disenfranchised and like you had elected Mandami and all this stuff, and you're doing all this stuff and you've lost hope. But you know what? Doing what you're doing isn't going to make it better. It's going to make it worse. And it's coming from wealthy, entitled, fat white Americans who've never actually really struggled. They've always had somebody to pull them up. They're not really like, you listen to them and when they talk and you're just like, I have no sympathy for you. You're a fucking idiot. You were given life on one of the greatest countries in the world. And for the most part, the United States government doesn't give a shit about you. They leave you alone. Pay your taxes. Do whatever you want to do. We don't care.
Protest all you want.
Exactly.
Just stand on the side of the road with a sign and do a peaceful protest. But let's just be honest. Nothing gets done unless you get this through to your congressman or your senator. So nobody gives a shit about you. This isn't the 60s and 70s with Martin Luther King protesting. Nobody cares anymore.
No, they don't. They don't. And the people they're
especially
going
now that we know you're getting paid to do this stupid
100%.
shit, we don't care.
They need to go after the financiers. They need to find who's financing it and either shut down their stream of revenue. And for all we know, they are doing that.
And well, I told you I watched that Representative Anna Luna, Paulina Luna, and she was talking about somebody that they have knowledge of him paying for protesters or something like that, and he fled to China.
Oh, no shit.
Once I guess he found out, probably somebody tipped him off, and according to her, they froze his accounts worth 250 or 700. He's worth a lot of money, and they froze his accounts. So
it works. It's always worked. Yeah. Go after the money, and stuff stops anyway. Just don't be a dumbass. Like, if you want to protest, like Cass says, protest. We don't care about legal protest. That's fine.
Yeah, legal protest.
Stop blocking people. Stop throwing rocks. Stop being stupid. And it's funny because every time I've seen one of these ICE protesters, they throw a rock or something and they chase them down. It's a big fat white fuck. Like stop. You're just making us all look bad. Come on.
That video I sent you, that plumber's crack was terrible.
Yes, it was awful, man.
That plumber's crack was terrible.
I was embarrassed for his ancestors.
Yeah, that plumber's crack was terrible.
All right. Go ahead.
That's all I got on that fact.
Okay. All right. It sucks that young lady died.
Yeah, very much so.
Like, there's no need for that. And you're fighting a cause that's not really worth fighting. You want to fight in the polls, fight in the election booth, elect people that agree with you. I mean, the problem is everything is so polarized right now, and it's that way across the West. That's why I think it's really, really politically motivated by somebody outside of our countries, because it's too radical a change, and it's all about destroying the fabric of our societies, because there's too much else to it that just doesn't add up. You know what I mean? Anyway. All right. Yeah. What else do you have?
That's pretty much it. That's all the good news we've had this week.
Good news.
The last few weeks.
Yeah, the Venezuela thing and the Minneapolis thing was huge.
I just saw a post that the military has been ramping up sending stuff to our bases around Iran.
Yeah,
So
I was telling you
uh,
about that.
yeah, I just saw a video of the C-130s
Yep. I saw.
flying.
All right, let's look at this. I want to talk about
Yeah,
this. Let me see.
but
Here we go. Let's see if I can get expand statistic. Okay, we're looking at world leader approval statistics. Let's look. India's got the top spot at 72% approval rating. Donald Trump is not that far up. He's in the top 10 with a 43% approval rating. Oh, it doesn't show it. But basically, I was looking at a stat earlier.
India's leader. Okay, yeah, I see that. South Korea.
Yeah, South Korea, Claudia Scheinbaum in Mexico, because the cartels are propping her up, is 52%. Javier Milei in Argentina is at 48%. You know what's missing from this?
Your scrolling is driving me nuts.
Oh, sorry. Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer is at 24%. 74% disagree with him. Adolf Starmer is putting himself in a bad spot. I mean, the only one worse than him is Marcon in France, who's at a 13%. And I don't know if you guys know history, but the French invented the guillotine. I'm just saying, the guy better watch his neck.
But where are they getting these polls? I've always wondered. It's like CNN puts a poll up, and then Fox's poll is different. It's like I said to you earlier. If you got 5 married couples and they're all heterosexual, and you ask them if any of them are gay, your study is going to be skewed, because if any of them have latent homosexuality tendencies, they're married and they're not going to tell anybody unless they're all swingers.
Yes, exactly.
So your data is skewed. So
yeah, it's not something you're going to take as a religious scripture. It's a fun thing that I like to look at. Kind of gives you a feel for it. Let's see where the Great White North lies. Let's see. Where does Canada? Where does it say dickhead? Oh, there it is. Mark Carney. Mark Carney's not the prime minister. I don't think. It's 51%.
No, yes, he is. Yeah.
Is he? Yeah, Canadians are dumb. They don't even know how to read and write. Well,
your buddy's not here right now.
No, he said BRB. That's why I can talk shit. Yeah, but you look at these. It's just a fun place because, like, I don't have time to research places I'm not interested in, like Canada, the UK. I don't care. I legit don't. Like, the UK has decided on self-destruction. So I'm just here to watch the clips. It's like I'm watching the highlight reel after the NFL game. You know, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I did see that Germany had a massive blackout. There's some are saying it's a terrorist attack on the grid in Berlin. I don't know. It's like you people voted for this stuff. So I mean, enjoy becoming the third world. I just know that if I'm in Germany, that's the last people I'm messing with. They decided to go to war.
Have a bad day. Yeah.
Exactly. They don't pick just like, I'm going to mess with your family. They're like, I'm going to mess with your whole bloodline. I don't want to mess with those kind of people. Those people scare me. Germans are not the kind of people I want to go toe to toe with. Those guys scare me. Anyway, Adolf Starmer wants to ban X in the UK.
Did you see what Dubai is doing?
I did not.
Yes, Dubai is it, I believe it's Dubai. Did I send it to you? It might be Saudi or Dubai. They are not letting you, they are telling people they're not giving the aid to people going to school in England because they don't want them to be radicalized.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It's one of those two. I'm looking for it now. going back.
Yeah, I'm looking, but every time I look, I see that disgusting AI video you sent me, and it's bothering me.
That shoe video was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that is cool. Where basically you put your foot in a machine and it builds a shoe.
Yeah, that's an AI generated one though.
I have seen that.
No, the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, so the richest country in the world, which is the UAE, announces it will cut funds for citizens who want to study in the UK out of fear of students being radicalized by the Muslim Brotherhood Islamists.
So when does the UK stand up and say enough is enough? That's my question. It's like you can have all the protests you want, but if you don't get this guy out of office, I mean,
it's the same principle as here. I mean, we have people on both sides that don't, they don't say stuff is wrong when it's actually wrong. Because if it happened to you, you would be like, oh shit, this can't happen to me.
Right.
Because it's not happening to you, you're okay with it.
It says Americans should capture Keir Starmer. Asmongold says Americans should capture Keir Starmer. This comes after Adolf Starmer says he may ban X in the UK. We should just go and arrest him. He has a lower approval rating than Maduro. I love Asmongold. He's such a troll. But he speaks true. Also, there is a war kicking off in Aleppo again between Turkish Syrian army to fight Kurdish and other Iranian-backed groups in Aleppo. So that's
it's not good.
It's not good. But I think that's what happens when the world decides, hey, like the United States, I think has a responsibility to maintain peace and order, because I think once the United States starts acting all willy-nilly and doing crazy shit, I think the world decides, well, they're distracted over there. We can do our thing, and who knows if that's CIA backed, who knows, because it's Iranian backed groups. That's what I'm saying. All this stuff is, I think, interconnected in a way that normal people can't quite comprehend. So, but yeah, I'm like, who you backing in World War III? That's the question. Like, I'm pulling for the home team. Especially if we can consolidate North and South America. I mean, like, let's be honest. If the United States were to go to war, Mexico's going to be a little bit of a slogfest because of the cartels. But once we take it over, we put Taco Bells in there and everybody's happy. So Mexico's not a problem. Canada.
First of all, you're not going to put a Taco Bell in Mexico.
Yeah, I guarantee you there will be a Taco Bell and Pizza Hut and a Burger King.
There won't be a Taco Bell. There will definitely be a McDonald's, though.
Yes.
There would definitely be a McDonald's.
Then you go north. Canada? Come on. Canada doesn't even bother us. Like, that's like a flea on a dragon's ass. Nobody's even paying attention. Canada would just be a walkover, and they would just be like, they'd wake up, Stars and Stripes, 51 states. They'd be like, oh, look, bud, I guess we're part of the USA, eh? So, like, that's a non sequitur. Like, they don't even have guns to fight us. They'd have to borrow bullets from the UK, and the UK's using their bullets to kill their own citizens. So that's done. So now we go into South America. Everyone would pretty much welcome us except Colombia, but then we would tell them, hey, we're not gonna mess with the cocaine imports, and then they would be like, welcome in, brothers. So, like, come on. China goes in with a heavy foot. So I think China, and then their technology fails. So I think we're good as a home team advantage. What do you think?
I think so. I think you're right.
Sorry. I don't have a lot of hate for them. I hate their governments.
Oh,
we have hockey sticks and moose bud. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not worried. We have AR-15s and Sherman tanks. Not Shermans. We have, Bradley fighting vehicles. There you go. All right. Kaz, tell them where they can find us.
I got one more thing. I got one more thing to say before we go.
Oh, no. Okay.
When I says stop, you need to collaborate and listen.
I think that's a song.
Because Ice is back with a brand new edition. The memes are great on X, and it says "Word to your mother."
Was that Vanilla Ice?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's awful. That's awful,
but it's true. It's true.
So good. It's so good.
Especially for Minnesotans. are those even really Americans? At a certain point, I'm like, just glass Minnesota, because it's basically just Canada Junior. I mean, at this point, like, no one cares what those people think. They're just hood rat Canadians. Am I wrong? I'm wrong.
Oh, these people. All right, guys. So check us out. We're back every Friday, 6:30 on YouTube. Give us a like, a share, a follow. Hit us up. Join in on the chat. We had a few do that tonight. Join in on the chat. Let us know what we're talking about. Let us know how bad the Seahawks are. We're good with that. And you can hit us up on the X. It's Odd Times Podcast. I try to keep up with this on TikTok, Odd Times Podcast. And then you can send Mac an email, oddtimespodcast@yahoo.com. And then they can find him streaming. Every once in a while, he streams live in the yellow thong.
It's because Canada doesn't pick things that they're going to lose in, which is literally every war. They're only done it because, okay, never mind. You can find me at Odd Mac Guy on Twitter and Odd Guy Mac on Twitch. And I do stream sometimes. But if you come into the chat on Twitch, tell me when my mic's muted. Say hello so I know that if my mic's working, because I'm kind of a moron. So anyway.
And we talked about that once before, about Canada has never lost a war.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into that today.
No, but the thing is that was old Canada. New Canada is just gay and stupid. So
They couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag
at all. Yeah, New Canada is more worried about getting their suicide and their legal meth. So they couldn't fight anything. They're worried about hurtful words. So we're good. The old Canadians, those were people to contend with. Those were amazing men that built that country. Anyway. All right. Until next time, this has been the Odd Times Podcast, and we don't like your mother, and we'll see you next week.
See y'all later.
And we're still on YouTube. I'm going to go through this and see what kind of horse shit people talked about. I did respond to Sooner Girl. You're all over the place. And then Beetlejuice and Ralph, Rocco. I told Rocco to stop poking the bear. Okay, first of all, it was never. Yeah, I read that one. Grabs the popcorn. This is awesome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. You know what, guys? We appreciate everybody that tunes into the YouTube.
We're glad we're back.
Yep. And we will see you guys next week. This has been fun.